Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a good week. Welcome to this During the Week video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. It's Wednesday afternoon. I'm once again doing this video from our home in Pfafftown, but this week it's different. If you remember last week, Kathy and I were staying put here in our home for most of the week as we both had COVID symptoms, with Kathy testing positive, and I had a couple of negative tests. This week, things have gotten back to normal. Well, whatever normal is during this time of COVID. So I'm out of the house, but there's a reason that I'm doing this video from right here in our driveway, which I'll share in a few moments. I want to thank everyone who came to our service this past Sunday. It was great getting back to church and seeing people, as the previous Sunday we didn't have our in-person service due to the ice and snow. It was great seeing those who came, and I want to thank those of you who watched the service. If you haven't seen it, you can view it on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel and on our church's website. One of the special things we did this past Sunday is recognize Ray Horner, who yesterday on Tuesday celebrated his 90th birthday. Happy birthday, Ray. It was great seeing Ray and some of his family there, and some who even traveled all the way from Arizona to be there for Ray's celebration. Later in the day, I'm sure Ray appreciated those who were able to come to his celebration that afternoon at the church. Coming up this Sunday, I hope you can be with us for our worship service. Besides getting to see others who are there and enjoying some of the great music from Jennifer and Drake and our choir, I'm going to continue my series of messages on the best way to manage your life. So I'm talking about how to be good managers with what God blesses us with, which can really help you and me have the best life we can. If you can be there, I hope you will. You know, there are times when I ask people what they like about King Moravian. Two of the main answers are the music and relationships. As we begun this year, there's still the challenge of COVID, which has kept some people from being with us on Sunday mornings. Yet I hope if you are able to come that you'll make a commitment to be with us. You being there with us on Sundays gives you the opportunity to work on your relationship with God, and enjoy the relationships you share with those in our church family. And when you come, please know that you're more than welcome to bring other family members, and please bring friends with you. If you can't be with us, I hope you'll watch the service online. Really thankful that we're able to make our services available through videos like this, as well as our services on Sunday mornings. For those who just can't get out there and others who aren't ready to get out yet. You know, it was really neat earlier this week. Kathy O'Connell came by the office. Hadn't seen Kathy in a while since she's being very careful during this pandemic. She shared how much she appreciates our online services and these during the week videos, which help her keep connected to our church family. Kathy, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone for watching and staying connected in this way. Well, here are a couple of announcements I'd like to share. First, this is from our Province's Mission Society, and that is this Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, there will be a Mission Love Feast. This is an annual thing the Mission Society does, but because of COVID, this service will be live streamed. And please check our church communications for the live streaming information if you'd like to take part in it. For the service, you're more than welcome to provide your own simple meal during the time of the Love Feast if you're watching it. The service will also include updates from missionaries supported by the Mission Society and special music. My other announcement is not this Saturday, but the next Saturday on February 5th, we'll start a new year of the Pastor's Prayer Partners. Right now, the plans are for us to meet here in our home at 8:30 that Saturday morning, and the meeting will include a breakfast. The Pastor's Prayer Partners is a group that gets together once every 3 months for a meeting, which we'll be doing on February the 5th, to talk about the ministry of our church and to pray for our church and for me. On Sunday mornings before our worship services, I meet with some of the Pastor's Prayer Partners to pray for the service, and they pray for me. The Pastor's Prayer Partners also choose a day during the week when they will pray for our church and for me. So begin a new year, the Pastor's Prayer Partners. If anyone is interested in being a part of this group, please let me know. And whether or not you are a Pastor's Prayer Partner, I hope you'll pray for our church family and certainly pray for me. Speaking of prayer, here are some of our prayer concerns. Gina Klein continues to be a patient at Forsyth Hospital where she is dealing with COVID. Certainly keep her in your prayers. David Smith, Marion's husband, was a patient last week at Forsyth with an infection from a kidney stone. He is home doing better, but the time will come when he will need to return to the hospital to hopefully and finally take care of some kidney stones that he's been dealing with. Carson Goins, one of our college students at Appalachian, has been dealing with COVID, and it got pretty serious this past week as he developed myocarditis, which his heart was inflamed. He was admitted to the hospital at Boone. He got the treatment that he needed, and now he's out of the hospital, still recovering from it, but he is doing better. We're thankful for that. Remember Carolyn Byerly, who is home after her stay at Forsyth Hospital last week, and certainly keep her and Bill in your prayers. Mark Johnson, as he continues his recovery from recent knee replacement surgery. It's not been an easy recovery for Mark, and I'm sure he and Heather appreciate your prayers. Hillary Douglas, as he has continued to deal with a leaky heart valve, let's certainly pray his doctors can help take care of that. Mac Powell, as he continues his chemotherapy treatments. Certainly family members, friends, anyone from our church who is dealing with COVID, teachers, school personnel, students, college students, our preschool, healthcare workers, our nation, as we continue with this pandemic. And please be mindful of all who are on our prayer list. Well, here's why I'm sitting here in my driveway. It goes back to something that happened to me last month, and it happened while I was riding in this van. I was talking, some of you might remember when I was about what I shared from one of my Advent messages, especially the message that I did on peace. I was talking about how driving from the church in King to here in our home in Pfafftown, how it can be such a very peaceful drive. A lot of times as I drive, my mind and my heart are filled with good thoughts and good feelings about our church family. It was the night of our candle trimming. As I was driving home late that evening with peaceful thoughts going on, I was interrupted as all of a sudden a deer came out from the side of the road and hit my van. Bam! And let me show you what it did. Oh my goodness, it hit it right here. See if you can see that all right. Right here. Oh my goodness, what a lot of damage it was. When I told that story and I did the bam in church, I think I woke a couple of people up and I startled a whole lot more. But I want to close this video by saying something about that experience. Here's the van. Here's where the dent is. Now, one day this will be smoothed out or it'll really probably be replaced. But there's a few thoughts that have come to my mind from that experience. Now, having a deer run into your car or you hitting a deer is something that can be very serious. There are those who have been killed by such accidents. I was very fortunate as the deer just banged into the side of my van. Now, when it happened, I was able to keep on driving. It was dark. I tried to look behind me to see what happened to the deer, but I couldn't tell, and I didn't see a dead deer on the side of the road the next day when I drove back to King. But as I've thought about this, it seems to me that life can be like going along and everything's good and everything's okay. Then all of a sudden, bam, something hits you. In my time at King Moravian, I've seen several people who've all of a sudden gotten there, bam, bam, you get hit with an accident, or bam, you've got some bad news, or bam, you found out you have a disease, or bam, there's a loss of a loved one, or bam, you got COVID or someone close to you has it. These are things that hit us, but they don't stop us. We keep going. Yet there's the dents from what happened to us. I believe we all get those things that hit us and leave dents in our lives at some time or the other. I don't like getting them. I imagine you don't like them either. Yet what keeps me going and what I hope keeps you going too is having a God who is with me when things are going well and having a God who is with me when all of a sudden something hits me. God is there for you. God's there for me. He's there for both of us, all of us. Another thing that keeps me going is having a church family, our church family at King Moravian, where I feel love and support when times are good, and especially feel love and support when all of a sudden something bad hits me. For me, these are two great reasons to make sure you keep your relationship with God strong and to keep you connected with our church family. As you and I travel through life with our dents, I hope you'll let our church family at King Moravian help keep you going. That's one of the reasons why we are here. And if I or we can be of help to you in any way, please let me know. Please let us know. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the week. Thanks again for watching, and God bless you.